So we're going to talk about 5 key items: voter eligibility, election timeline, then early voting, election day, and then the results. So on the voter eligibility, according to the constitution from ICF, anybody who is residing in the area designated as a resident area for Islamic Center of Frisco and registered as a member till May 31st, 2025 is eligible to vote. And if you want to confirm your membership status, it is now available as a search on the website directly. And I will also show in the next slide. This slide talks about the eligible area that you have to be a resident of the cities that are mentioned here: Frisco, Salina, Little Elm, Aubrey, Prosper, Savannah, and their school districts. And then if you are a resident of McKinney or Plano, then you have to be in Frisco ISD to be eligible to be a member and a voter. And then this is how you actually can go and look at your status. This is the Masjid website. There's a clear link for membership. And then if you go to the drop-down, you can see member search. And in member search, you just have to put your name and your house number. And then the result comes out that shows your membership ID and also when did you become a member. As long as you became a member before May 31st, 2025, or even on May 31st, 2025, you are eligible to vote. So you can confirm your membership status by going there on this web page on the Masjid website. So the system automatically enables you as a member, but however, if we cannot verify your record from the county record, then your status stays pending. You are still eligible to vote, but when you'll come to vote, we will look at your ID and confirm your address and eligibility, and then basically allow you to vote. So there'll be like an extra step in case if your status is pending. So election timeline. So there are 2 parts of election voting. One is early voting and one is the election day voting. Early vote, okay, before that, the whole election is going to be electronic. We are using an electronic system to vote for the first time for Islamic Center of Frisco. There will be no paper ballots for either early voting or the actual voting. Everything will be electronic. Early voting will start from November 1st and it will go up to November 6th. There is going to be a 1 day of in-person early voting. That's going to be November 2nd, and that will be from Asr time to Isha time. We will communicate the exact time as well, but since it's going to be the first day after time change, so we don't want to like put a time and then change it. So we are using the Asr to Isha term for now. That's what we're going to maintain, depending on the Asr and Isha times for the masjid that day. Then election day voting is going to be on November 9 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then since it's electronic voting, so we are expecting the results to be literally compiled immediately, but it might coincide with the Maghrib time. So inshallah, we'll announce the results immediately after Maghrib Salah. And then obviously a note at the end that if you are in line at 5 p.m., then we will continue to wait for you to vote before we end the voting. But anybody who is not in line at 5 p.m. will not be allowed to vote on the election day. Yes. So your answer is coming. Yes. So the way early voting will work is that ICF Election Commission will send an invitation to request a ballot to all the registered voters. We have a complete list of all the registered voters who were a member till May 31st, 2025. And we will be using the email address that you actually used to become a member. So that is the email address where the invite will go. So checking your email is key. That invitation email will go out on October 31st, 2025. And in response to that, you have to send a copy of your Texas ID so that we can verify your status on the system again, that if you are still eligible to vote. And then we will send you a link, which is an electronic ballot to vote. And that's like a one-time click link. You can click and open and make your choices and submit. And it's very simple, straightforward process. And in the end, I'll actually show you a snapshot of the ballot as well, how it looks. But it's a very straightforward process. But here you have time. So once you requested the ballot link will be open from November 1st all the way up to November 9, 5 p.m. as well. So you don't immediately have to vote, but if you don't vote till November 9, 5 p.m., then your link will expire and you will not be able to vote. Yeah, so one more point. So if obviously too many requests come, we are going to try our best to send you ballots as soon as possible, but pretty much expect like a 24-hour delay before your request and when you actually get a link. And that is the reason we are actually stopping the early voting requests on November 6th. So we still have time to send links to people who requested really late on November 6th. So we can send links to them on November 7th. So they have enough time to vote before the time ends on November 9th. So in-person voting is also going to be electronic. The general process is similar, that anybody who comes here will show their ID, and once their eligibility is verified, then they will be given a ballot. But this time the ballot will be given on a tablet. So you will be given a tablet that will have your ballot open, and then you will be requested to go to the kiosk and then make your choices, vote, and submit the ballot and come back and return the ballot to the election team. So the process will be fully based on tablets, and there will still be no paper ballot or anything like that. So, but we tried to make it as simple as possible. So hopefully, as long as you can use your smartphone, even at a very basic level, you will be able to easily use it, because the tablet will only show this one option. There will be no other options. The only thing you will see is a ballot, and you can make your choices and you can submit, and there is nothing else that you can actually do on that tablet. Oh, and then it's a choice lock. There are two more things I wanted to mention. You are not required to actually select anybody. So that's your choice. Like you get a ballot and you return it without voting for anyone. It's your choice. We cannot do anything about it. But you cannot select more than one Amir candidate, and you can also not select more than 8 Shura candidates. So that upper limit bound is there to ensure the right voting way. But other than that, if you vote for 5 candidates or 4 candidates, that's perfectly your own choice, and you can do that. And then the voting mode is anonymous. That's always been the case. So we would only know who voted. We cannot really relate your vote to your choices in the system. It's anonymous voting. That's how the voting is done. So there will be no way to figure out that who actually voted for which candidate. And then, inshallah, for the results, I already mentioned that we are expecting the results to be immediately available as soon as the voting ends. But inshallah, we will be able to announce them after Maghrib Salah on November 9th. And then the last thing is that, according to the Constitution, the new Shura starts working on the last Sunday of the year. That's going to be December 28th this year. And then for membership, we have election team sitting on both brother's side and sister's side. If anybody wants to check their membership status, they can reach out to them and check it. They can actually check it for you today, right now as well. Okay, so I already went over that. I think we are running out of time. So quickly speaking, the plan today is that we will invite Shura candidates one by one using the last name order, and every candidate will have 2 minutes to speak, and then the next candidate will be invited to come. And then for the Amir candidates, they have 5 minutes to speak, and I mentioned earlier that if it coincides with the Isha Salah, then we will stop and then resume after Isha Salah. And then candidates are, in a way, requested to, okay, this sign is for candidates. So that shows that your 30 seconds are left, and the other side shows that your time is up. So the last name speaking order will be used. Then once we start, we will actually come back to it. The first candidate, Brother Salah Abu Ghazala, he's not here, so he sent a video that we will use to start, and then we will follow this order. But before that, I actually wanted to quickly show the ballot. show the PDF file. So this is how the ballot will look for both early voting people voting on their devices or people coming in person and using the tablets to vote. It's very straightforward. Uh, it starts with AMI candidates and you have to pick a choice and then it goes to the Shura candidates and it's the same last name order that's used. And then it has a check. So if you vote for more than 8 people, it will not let you continue, but anything less would work. Any questions on the process? So Brother Salah was not able to make it today, so that's why we're going to use a video that he sent.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على خاتم النبيين والمرسلين سيدنا محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام ومن تبعهم وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. جزاكم الله خير for coming, brothers and sisters and the community and the Shura Council and everybody, and جزاهم الله خير who are working in this election and every election. Before I start, I want to thank the current board and all the boards and whoever helped to establish this organization, this wonderful organization. Inshallah, may Allah help us also to continue this legacy. I know there is no person is perfect, but I'm sure of that everybody did his best to fulfill the job and have excellent service to the community and to this organization. Inshallah, we'll continue that legacy and that effort. We'll service the masjid, we'll service the organization, we'll service the community based on the need, based on the capacity of it. So well, if we did something wrong, if I do something wrong, please don't, if I win of course, don't hesitate to correct me or let me know. And always we have our constitution, we can go back to it. I mean, with constitution, our kitab and sunnah Rasulullah, we'll go back to it to have the final say of what we are doing is correct or not. Inshallah, I'll maintain the same what I'm doing right now in my regular life, equal distance between myself and everybody else, regardless of the background or the language or anything. So inshallah, we'll see you soon. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم.
So next, the first candidate from the hall is Brother Waqas Akbar.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Brothers and sisters, my name is Waqas, and I have been part of this thriving community for the past 5 years with my wife and 2 kids here. By profession, I'm a program manager at a technology company. I had a privilege of my life to serve this community as a board member for the past 2 years. There are a few things that I'm enormously proud of with the help of our volunteers and committee members that we were able to achieve. Number one is the establishment of the robotics program. Alhamdulillah, in the first year, we enrolled 88 students. In the second year, we upped the enrollment to 133. There is nothing more rewarding than seeing curious kids building robots in the environment of the masjid. The second thing I want to mention here is we were able to train 500 or so community members in the areas of Python, cybersecurity, project management, college enrollment, and how to look for internship and those kind of topics, alhamdulillah. The third thing, we were able to grow the Sunday school to 550 students operating in 2 different shifts, and alhamdulillah, the community is greatly benefiting. Bismillah ta'ala, if I get a second term, inshallah, my focus areas will be the following. Again, not limited to, but as a starting point. Number one, expand the robotic program and the Beam Entrepreneurship program that we have for the youth. Number two is offering the counseling and therapy services using our newly formed Mental Health and Social Services Committee, and a few more things that our committees are currently undertaking, inshallah. I urge you all to vote, inshallah, and to take ICF forward. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Tamim Ansari. I've been in Frisco for the past 9 years. I moved here 2016. Ever since I moved here, I've been part of ICF community. And personally, I have 2 kids and a wife, and both the kids actually did their Quranic programs on Sunday school from ICF. I was serving ICF for the previous term 4 years as a Shura member. And then first 2 years, I was with Kashibai as an Amir. Alhamdulillah, I was licensed for the Sunday school and technology committees. So we have done a lot of improvements, and then we took the ICF to the next level while I was part of the tech license. And then when I was a Shura member, second term, I was with Brother Asfer as an Amir. Alhamdulillah, I was able to contribute as a treasurer, and then we were able to bring a lot of changes and processes that you guys have been enjoying today, and then obviously the transparency to the public. So I've been an active volunteer, even though I was not part of the last 2 years, took a break. So I've been volunteering in various levels of committees, and including the tech as well as the finance committees. As a third time, I'm looking to serve this Shura again, and because ICF have evolved a lot, and now it is time for us to think about the growth and then bring the leaders who's a strategic thinker, and then unite the community as well as lead the youth to becoming a next level of leaders. So we have to grow them as the leaders for the next generation. So inshallah, I'll be able to contribute in that level as well as introduce more processes which can stay even if we leave as a Shura. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
So next is Brother Atif Anwar.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Atif Anwar, and I'm blessed to be part of this beautiful kind of a committee environment for in actually Frisco for the past 4 years with my wife and 2 kids. For over 24 years, I worked in project and program management area, leading cross-functional teams and in multiple onshore and offshore with all the Fortune 500 companies. These skills, I believe that they're directly kind of relevant to serving our ICF community as a kind of a board member. We manage multiple teams, multiple volunteers, and we need a strategic kind of a thinker here, inshallah. You may have seen me behind the cameras, flying drone, in the marketing team. I joined them 4 years ago. I'm currently as a marketing kind of a white chair, serving in the marketing team. Alhamdulillah, I had an experience of 3 fundraisers and 2 annual conferences to actually promoting them, and each setting a new record for the kind of a community participation. Before moving to Frisco, I was also involved in actually one of the largest Islamic centers in Atlanta, Georgia, supporting the marketing and tech teams. If I'm selected as a Shura member, I have few goals, but to expand upon few of them right now, I have only 30 seconds left. So to expand the non-donation revenue, inshallah, and to invest in our youth, making sure that we have ICF a place where they can feel at home, nurture their faith, and grow into strong future kind of leaders, inshallah. At the end, I would encourage everybody to please vote and inshallah participate in that. Thank you so much.
So next is Brother Anwar Azim.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalatu wassalamu alayka Rasulullah. Brothers and sisters, thank you for coming today for this important occasion where you can learn about the candidates and what they stand for. Thank you, Numan Bhai and Election Commission, for organizing this tough job. I know this is very difficult to get everybody to come and vote. In 2 minutes, I will be covering who I am and what is my vision for ICF and why I'm running also. So my name is Anwar Azam. I have been in North Texas for over 25 years, and I moved to Texas in 2020, and I became member in 2021 of ICF. I am a member of the Civics Committee, and in the Civics Committee, our job is to have the civic engagement within the community, within Frisco, and make connections with the government, with the politicians, with all the segments of Frisco where we have good relation with them. Also, beside that, I have been, over 20 years, I've been doing pro bono work for different cultural and non-profit organizations, so I have been working for non-profit organizations for a very, very long time. Why I'm running? I think I'm not running against anybody. I think I am blessed by Allah that I am running here. He called me to run, and I think everybody got the blessing from Allah. They are running. It's not an easy job. It's very difficult. And my vision for ICF is to make ICF financially strong. When we expand, there are a lot of things that we have to take care that we grow. I think my time is up, so sorry about that. In 2 minutes, this is the only thing I can say. Thank you.
So next is Brother Suhail Bashir.
Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my elder brothers and sisters and community members. My name is Sohail Bashir. I've been living in this community, beautiful community, for the last 10 years. And I've been privileged and honored to serving my masjid and my community in a different role of the volunteers. Some of you may know me, like you know what I do for our masjid, alhamdulillah. For the last few years, I've been lead volunteers for the trafficking and the parking control, especially during the Ramadan. And I do have a dedicated team of the volunteers who has been always helping and always available to help our beautiful masjid, alhamdulillah. So the reason, even though like, I've been enjoying doing the volunteer work, and the reason I've been standing on here, like, probably like to bring some change, some, filling the gaps. So I will let you know about my past, like, what I have did so far as a volunteer capacity. If you ever heard about the program, the SAFA program, which is a youth, SAFA program, we usually, teach our youth about the fiqh and the seerah. So I'm very proud that I was the initiator or the co-founder of this program. Alhamdulillah, there's a big team who's participated and been leading to the youth. So the reason if I like to get a chance in the Shura, I would fill up the gap, like, wherever I can see the youth can be more indulged and engaged with the community and bringing them as a leadership, tomorrow's leadership actually, because I'm pretty passionate about the youth and they have to be involved in the decision making and leading the masjid, inshallah. So please support and vote, and I'll try my best to bring the youth in here. Jazakumullah khair.
So next is Sister Mariam Butler.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mariam Batla, and it has been my honor to serve this community. Can you all hear me? This is better. Alrighty. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mariam Batla, and it has been an honor to serve my community in various capacities, including being on the board in 2020 and 2021. And again, alhamdulillah, in the past 2 years, 2024 and 2025. I have had the privilege of serving as the Shura liaison for our health clinic, the special education department, the Elevation Young Professionals Group, and most recently, our marketing team. Each of these roles has allowed me to see our community from many different perspectives, from families seeking care, to volunteers giving their time, to youth finding a purpose, and to new members walking through our doors for the very first time. My vision for the future of our masjid is rooted in 3 principles: respect, structure, and empowerment. First, we must create a culture of respect, one where our volunteers feel valued and our community members feel heard, and our leadership reflects the spirit of mercy and collaboration that Islam teaches us. Secondly, we must continue building structure. Alhamdulillah, we have made great strides in recent years, developing systems and committees that will, inshallah, outlast any single Shura term. I want to strengthen that foundation so that our programs don't restart every 2 years, but instead continue to grow and evolve with stability and vision. Finally, empowerment. As a sister serving on this board, I believe it is important to show my fellow sisters, and especially our younger generation, that women can lead, contribute, and shape the direction of our masjid just as much as anyone else. Leadership is not about titles. It is about serving integrity and compassion. Jazakumullah khair for your trust, your time, and your continued support. I humbly ask for your vote and your du'as.
Next is Brother Abdul Bashid Bepar.
Assalamu alaikum, my dear beloved ICF community members. My name is Abdul Bashid Bepar, and I go by Bashid Bepar as well. I moved last year to this amazing community of Frisco after serving New Berlin, from New Berlin, Wisconsin, after being there for 25 years. I moved with my wife and 2 kids. And alhamdulillah, from first day itself, I didn't feel like I'm outsider. That's how the love and affection from this community has been given to me. In my previous community, I had the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala serving the council and also part of the safety and security of committee. Those experiences taught me how teamwork, communication, collaboration can truly strengthen the masjid. And also I served outside of masjid, also different schools as a voluntary as well. Since moving here, I have tried to contribute in my own way, one small way to help the community, like starting pickleball with one of our beloved brother Rajai and Adam Farhan, and it brought all the brothers and sisters of various ages together. And it is for fun, fitness, and friendship as well, in Islamic way. And we raised funds by conducting a tournament with all the Dallas masajids. We raised funds for Gaza. And if I'm given an opportunity to serve on the Shura, my focus will be simple: engagement, transparency, growth. Engagement, helping youth and families connected to the masjid. Transparency, keeping communication clear and open. Growth, supporting programs that strengthen our iman and our sense of community. I may be new here, but I bring sincerity, energy, and a genuine desire to serve for sake of Allah. Jazakumullah khair for your time and trust. May Allah guide us all to serve the community with wisdom and unity. Thank you all for the opportunity.
Next is Brother Shah Danish.
For me too. Here we go. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shah Danish, and it's truly a blessing to stand here today and reflect on how far we've come as a community. For the past 15 years, I've had the privilege of watching ICF grow from a small rented space to a trailer to the masjid we see here today. That growth is more than just a building. It represents our shared faith, our hard work, and the unity that continues to shape who we are as a community. It's been meaningful to me to be attending Sunday school here as a student and then to volunteer within the same program years later. And throughout serving both at Sunday school and the ICF Health Clinic, I've seen how powerful our programs can be when they're given the proper support and structure. Over the years, we've seen the inception of so many new programs that have truly been inspiring to see, from each one being born out of dedication and desire to better the community. But I've also learned that starting a program is only the first step. To truly succeed, every initiative, whether it's youth, education, or outreach, needs continuous care, structure, and open communication between the teams running them and the board guiding them. These programs shouldn't just end once they begin. They deserve the support and structure that allow them to grow, improve, and reach their full potential. That's how we make sure good ideas last, by ensuring they're supported, nurtured, and strengthened over time. Our community has grown rapidly, and with that growth comes both blessings and responsibilities as well. Today, nearly 2/3 of our community is under the age of 35. Yet nearly 70% of all leadership and program involvement still comes from the 1/3 that's over 35. That's not a criticism in any way, but simply a reminder to show how dedicated senior members of our community have been in sustaining and building this masjid. But it also highlights a very important opportunity to bring in youth into these spaces of leadership, mentorship, and decision-making so that the future of ICF reflects the energy and diversity of its people. From a small rented space to this thriving masjid, everything we have today was built on dedication, collaboration, and faith. If we continue that same spirit with structure, clarity, and compassion, I'm confident that we'll leave behind something that's even stronger and more unified for generations that follow. Jazakallah khair.
Next is Brother Arif Faizan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My name is Arif Fazan, and I'm honored to stand before you as a candidate for ICF Shura. A little about me. I've been living in Frisco with my family since 2008 and work in corporate finance. Over the years, I had the privilege to serve our community in different ways, from volunteering at ICC Sunday School to helping with ICF fundraising and supporting ICF's financial operations. I served in the Shura, but in 2 terms. I also saw the impact a dedicated team can have on the growth and unity of a masjid. If given the opportunity to serve on the Shura Council, my focus will be on youth engagement and development, ensuring our younger generation feels connected, valued, and spiritually supported. I strongly believe in the transparency and open communication, so every member of our community knows how and why decisions are being made. In addition, I want to see more programs, initiatives that serves our sisters and senior members, creating more opportunities for them to connect, contribute, and benefit from masjid's activities. I also aim to bring greater efficiencies to our operations and lay the groundwork for the future expansion of our masjid. Jazakallah khair. I ask for your support. Thank you. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Next is Brother Abdullah Haq.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. My name is Abdullah Haq, and I am 21 years old. I'm a student at UT Dallas, and I've had the privilege of living in Frisco since 2018. My journey as a masjid volunteer actually started when I was as young as 7 years old, and when I moved to Frisco, it felt like home. Since 2020, I've had the privilege of being a volunteer with ICF Sunday School. Then I moved on to serving in the ICF Tech team and also with the ICF Summer Camp teams. Some of the key accomplishments that I am proud of include leading the low voltage and technology infrastructure for the expansion project with the help of our awesome tech team, value engineering and saving over $300,000 while still making sure that we're ready for the future, and also securing $150,000 in grant funding through the Nonprofit Security Grant Program, which helps ensure that we're strengthening our facility with needed security improvements. As one of the largest Islamic organizations in the DFW area, I believe that ICF is at a pivotal moment. I believe that we need to work for long-term sustainability, and to do that, we need to ensure that we are working to build committees that have long-term sustainability. So I believe we can do that by empowering our scholars and establish committees with more autonomy and flexibility to ensure that operations continue despite changing shuras. And I also believe that Shura should shift its focus on long-term sustainability and financial planning. Because time is limited, the next thing I'd like to discuss is safety and security. In addition to the thousands of congregants that come to ICF every week, we also have hundreds of students in the building throughout the week, including the Muraqabah School, Quran Academy, and Sunday School. Now that we have this facility and we have the grant, I believe that we need to work to establish a safety and security committee. I believe that my time is up. Jazakallah khair.
Next is Brother Mudassir Hassan.
Can you guys hear me? Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Mudassir Hassan. My family and I have been part of Frisco since 2004. So we started the journey when we were in the Musalla on Main Street, and to see what we have today, it's amazing. And it's through the hard work of a lot of volunteers and the community and things like that, so it's amazing. Personally, for me, I've been involved with the masjid in several different capacities over the years, from teaching Sunday school, doing part of different committees, being on the Shura in the 2021 term, and then also serving as treasurer.
On a personal level, professionally, my background is in finance and finance operations. And really looking forward into the future, if I am elected, really, moving forward, showing growth in the masjid while maintaining fiscal responsibility, I think is critical. Investing and improving, working with the volunteers and the staff to improve the quality of the programs that we have, and then identifying the programs for the future, and then also getting the phase 3 done. I think it's critical for our long-term sustainability. I just want to add, there's a great group of candidates running, so I want to thank them all. I understand how difficult the role can be, so I want to thank everybody for running. So please make sure that you go out and vote. Thank you very much.
Next is Brother Mustafa Ibrahim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Mustafa Ibrahim. Frisco is my home, and I'm honored to run for the Shura election. I am a certified public accountant, and I own my own CPA firm here in Texas since 2019. I want to use my experience to enhance the financial affairs of the masjid. My aim is, or my priorities will be 3 things. First of all is strengthen the financial controls and audit practices. Secondly, secure long-term sustaining income for the masjid. And third, get the youth engaged into the masjid, especially the age group from 16 to 21. The best results come when we work together by combining the wisdom of our scholars with the expertise of our professionals, parents, and youth. We can make ICF a model of excellency. Together, we can build an ICF that is financially sound, strong, and united under one vision, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.
Next is Brother Inamullah Khan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear respected brother and sister, thank you all for being here tonight. It truly means a lot to see so many faces who care deeply about our community and masjid. My name is Inamullah Khan, and I have been blessed to call Frisco home for the past 23 years. Alhamdulillah, by professional, I'm a general contractor, but my true passion has always been serving this community and giving back to the house of Allah. For the last 15 years, I have had the honor of volunteering at ICF in many ways, from leading the community iftar for 4 years, helping with Sunday school, fundraising events, parking, and social committee. I also started community cricket in masjid parking lot, which brought our youth and families together. Also started Fajr with breakfast, a small initiative that built friendship and brotherhood after prayer, alhamdulillah. My vision, if I elected, inshallah, is simple but heartfelt: to help make our masjids self-sufficient, to create more social and family program, to expand Sunday school and offer adult learning opportunities. And most importantly, to ensure that every group, brother, sister, elder, youth, and new Muslim feel equally valued, connected, and supported. My dream is to see ICF not just as a masjid, but as a center of unity, learning, and compassion for all. Brother and sister, this journey is not about one person, it's about all of us together, working for the sake of Allah and for the next generation. I humbly ask for your support and your vote, and with your trust, we can build a brighter, stronger, and more united ICF, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.
Next is Sister Wafa Mahmood.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wafat Mahmood, and I humbly ask for your consideration as a candidate for ICF Shura. My family and I moved to Frisco a few years ago. The warmth and dedication of the community immediately inspired me to get involved, and have been blessed to serve the Sisters Committee for the past 2 years. During that time, I helped organize and bring Muslim sisters together, from potlucks to outdoor activities, wellness, and educational programs that strengthen our connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And before coming to Frisco, I taught Islamic studies and organized fundraisers and community programs at our local masjid. These experiences have helped me build strong skills in leadership, organization, and community engagement, skills that I now use at ICF planning events, supporting marketing efforts, managing logistics, and ensuring our programs run smoothly. As a mother of 4 grown sons, I understand the challenges many sisters face, balancing family, faith, and personal growth. My goal is to help the masjid a welcoming place for all, where families, youth, and individuals feel connected and supported. My vision for ICF focuses on 3 key priorities: inclusion, transparency, and engagement, enhancing sister space, supporting youth, and ensuring everyone feels the masjid is a spiritual home. Alhamdulillah, I am truly passionate about serving this community and helping ICF continue to grow as a vibrant, compassionate, and faith-centered masjid. I would be honored to serve as a member of the Shura and continue working towards that vision. Jazakumullah khair for your time.
Next is Brother Kashif Mansoor.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you all for coming. It's glad to see so many faces here helping the masjid improve. Alhamdulillah, I've been part of the community since 2011 and been blessed with my wife and children to use the facilities of ICF, all the way from the musalla on Main Street and the trailers, and have been given the opportunity to volunteer primarily through helping my children go through things, and volunteer with my children. And I'm hoping Allah Ta'ala bless me to take the time I've been given to give back to the community more. And in a professional sense, I help organizations scale up and become better and faster and more professional in the services they provide. And I'm hoping to use those same skills here to improve ICF and have some of the things that we see other masajids around us providing. And I see my kids going to those events elsewhere, and I'm like, why not here in Frisco? And hope to expand the programs that are here that are relevant for all ages. So we don't all have to deal with traffic going to other masajids, and can find those things here in Frisco. So alhamdulillah, if with your support and Allah Ta'ala's blessing, I hope to work on the Shura to help improve ICF.
Next is Brother Imran Paniwala.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Imran Paniwala, and I moved here a little over a year back with my wife and my 3 kids. Alhamdulillah, I've had the honor of serving Muslim communities in the US for over 21 years, helping build programs and strengthening the community. I currently serve as a technical sales leader at IBM, and previously was the director of IT at UPMC back in Pittsburgh. So why me? Before moving to Frisco, I was one of the founding members and a board member of a mosque called as Muslim Association of Greater Pittsburgh. I still remember the first meeting at 5 people, and alhamdulillah, I've seen the community progress, like a lot of you have talked about ICF, where we have a thriving community in Masjid with over 150 kids in Sunday school and over 1,000 people praying Eid prayer. I also served on the board of an Islamic Center of Pittsburgh, which is the biggest mosque in that city. And one of the programs that I started there was a food bank. And till today, it is one of the only food banks that is associated with the city and serves over thousands of people, Muslims and non-Muslims. So what have I done at ICF? I recently helped launch the ICF sports program with like-minded members like Brother Sharif sitting out there. The program, alhamdulillah, now engages more than 140 ICF youth in soccer and basketball, giving these kids a place to grow in faith, teamwork, and character without compromising their Islamic values. Being in IT, I also worked with our leadership to introduce the online ticketing portal, which is now being used for major events in ICF, such as our conferences as an annual fundraiser. I'm sure you all attended the ICF fundraiser, and having the ability to be able to purchase tickets whenever you want has hopefully made everyone's life easier. Lastly, I'm also involved with the IT team, and I'm also helping evaluate our donors portal at this point. Looking ahead, my vision for ICF focuses on 4 priorities: empowering our youth and young professionals through sports and mentorship, creating spaces for them where they can grow with confidence, ensuring financial stability, like a lot of people have said already, mashallah, leveraging technology to make every community interaction easier and simpler for you, and expanding outreach by showing compassion for all of our neighbors. With your support, I hope to build on my leadership experience and help ICF move forward. Jazakallah khair.
Next is Brother Saad Siddiqui.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Saad Siddiqui, and it's truly an honor to stand in front of you all today as candidate for the ICF Shura. ICF has been long part of my family's life and my own personal journey. Over the years, I've had the privilege to serve as a treasurer, a general secretary, and now as an active volunteer in the civics committee, finance, and IT committees. Through these roles, I've firsthand learned how much heart, effort, and teamwork it takes to keep our masjid growing and serving our community. Professionally, I've spent over 28 years leading teams and managing projects. But what drives me most is using that experience to give back, to strengthen our faith, our families, and our future together. My vision is simple: to keep ICF financially strong, to support the next phase of construction, and to build deeper connections within our community and beyond through civics and interfaith engagements. I truly believe our masjid is more than just a building. It's a home where we nurture faith, raise our children, and serve one another. With your support and your du'as, I hope to continue giving back and helping ICF grow as a vibrant center of faith and community. Jazakallah khair.
Next, we have Brother Samir Syed.
Just like in the right size. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everybody. So my name is Samir Syed. So I wanted to just kind of introduce myself. Some of you know me, some of you don't. Most likely a lot of you. I'm actually American born. I was born in New York. I've been pretty much here the whole time. I used to, again, child of an immigrant family. We had very little when we first started. And what we had, ultimately, what was near us was a musalla. So we would go there all the time, and that was what we kind of stuck to as young kids, right? That's what was inspiring us to become better people. And I kind of see that when I came here. So I moved to Frisco about 2019, 2020, and I saw that. I saw a lot of the youth programs starting to build up from the great and wonderful shuras that came before us. And I want to continue to build on that, and I want to kind of see what's going, what direction that we're heading in the future. What I bring, right? So what I've done is, for the last few years, I've been doing the Eid Carnival events, the Shura conferences, the Ramadan conferences as well, and I've been participating in a lot of the potlucks as well. So I've been the lead of the Special Projects Committee for a while now. And what I want to do, I guess my vision ultimately, is to take a look at, from a perspective of my work, is I've done construction management, I've done electric engineering, I've done project management for the last 25 years, and I think that's going to be kind of needed as we're kind of growing and expanding, right? The community is bigger. It's a lot bigger than it used to be, and it's going to continue to grow, and we need somebody that's kind of in the center of it all, right? American-born, kind of in the middle age, right? I understand somebody made a point about we need the youth, we need somebody from the young side, we need somebody from the older side, but then we have somebody right smack in the middle to kind of connect that bridge. So I want to run and kind of bring that skill set. I want to bring that familiarity, that relatability that comes with it, and I want to kind of help and be part of that. So please vote for me. It's about making the Frisco Masjid better than what it was and continue everywhere to see where it's going. So, Jazakallah khair.
We should continue. I think we can continue. Yeah. Yes. 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 I think we should. Jazakallah, all the Shura candidates. Like now we are moving towards Amir candidates, and I invite Brother Farooq Ahmed.
All right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It is what a pleasure to see so many people running. MashaAllah. We have returning Shura members, we have youth, we have sisters, we have with so many bright ideas. Inshallah, what this tells us, the future of ICF is bright. My name is Farooq Ahmed, and I am I have privilege to serve Masajid in the US for the past 18 years in the volunteer role capacity or leadership capacity. At ICF, I have been part of the Shura and serving as a current treasurer. And I believe in hands-on servant leadership and leading by example with humility and seeking the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by serving the community. My vision for ICF is simple: to make ICF next-gen ready and take ICF forward. We will do this by building on what's working and improving on what needs improvement. First, my priorities will be focused on three key things. Making community development, first is community development, investing in ICF, and youth empowerment. First, community development through education, inclusion, and belonging. We will harness the true potential and true potential of our shuyukh, the talent that we have hired recently, the scholars, and create a spiritually enriching program which is high quality and relevant in content, including improving the quality of Jummah khutbahs. Raise the bar on our strategic education programs such as Sunday School, Quran Academy, Safwa, and Uswa. Strengthening the trust and transparency by holding regular community town halls. Creating pathway for community to get involved and participate in helping shape the future of ICF by active engagement and volunteering. Second, investing in ICF. ICF community is growing, which means we must plan for our future. We will kickstart the phase 3 construction project, inshallah, and complete it. That should be our goal. We will also work on developing and expanding our parking solution for our growing congregation. Adapt technology and process improvement to bring operational efficiencies and also improve our horizontal support programs such as marketing, finance, and fundraising. Create additional income sources and move ICF towards financial sustainability. And third, youth empowerment. Our youth are not just our future, they are our present. We must continue to build, invest, and grow programs that are supporting youth leadership and development, connecting youth to the masjid and organically grow the Muslim leadership of next generation. Lastly, my goal is to make ICF a welcoming home for all. The journey of ICF from its humble beginning when it was a small musalla on the main street has been to build a strong community and bringing everyone together. And Alhamdulillah, we have come a long way, but there is a lot more work to be done. I humbly ask for your vote and your support, so that we can take ICF forward and continue building on this momentum, inshallah.
Now, I would like to invite Brother Syed Rehan Shah.
So we have 5 minutes. I can take 1 more minute from him, right? Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Rehan Shah. I think most of you know me very well. Been here since 2007. I used to live in Louisville before moving to Frisco. I lived there 8 years, and I was working with the masjid over there as well, and served in the Shura at Louisville Masjid. And ever since I moved here, since 2007, I've been part of the ICF. I was working in the Shura from 2009 through 2013, and by the way, by profession, I'm an engineer and a mechanical engineer. I'm working with the local oil and gas company in Dallas for the last 27 years. Ever since I moved here, I've been working with the same company, alhamdulillah. And when I moved here in Frisco, we started in a small musalla, and ever since we've been working with the volunteers and growing this community, alhamdulillah. I've seen this community from a small musalla to this masjid, which is really amazing. In past 18 years, I have worked in several capacities at ICF. I have served in 2009 through 2015 in the Shura, and at that time we purchased this land. I was a part of that land committee back in 2010 when we bought this land, alhamdulillah. And then in 2015, we started building this masjid and laid out the foundation, and I was part of that project team when we started the construction of this masjid. And then last term that I served in at ICF was 2018 and 19. So that was my last term when I served as a Shura member, alhamdulillah, with the group of people that are still here. Alhamdulillah. Tanveer was part of our land committee when we bought this masjid. And during my time at ICF, I have taken several roles. Alhamdulillah, I worked as a treasurer. I was coordinator with the seniors and zakat committees many times, and served as election commissioner back in 2022 and 2013, before Noman taken over last year. So I helped the election last term when I was election commission. And then since then, I've been working in various committees, I was in part of the construction committee, also served in the fundraising committees many times. Over those years, I have learned something very important, that the strength of our masjid comes from the trust, teamwork, and transparency. That is what inspired me to run for the Amir this year, so I could continue serving this community and help us grow in a united way. Alhamdulillah, my vision is to make ICF remains a place where everyone feels welcomed, included, and part of the decision-making process. If I'm given the opportunity to serve, I'll focus on following important areas that I think that is important for the ICF to grow in future, inshallah. First, creating better communication and transparency. My goal is to provide regular updates, post our financial statements on regular basis, quarterly basis on the website and in the masjid, inshallah, and make sure our Shura is communicating with the community on regular basis. We can hold the town hall meetings on regular basis, and I want to make sure that to achieve these goals, to make sure we are connected with the community, I have a plan to form an advisory committee. An advisory committee will consist of the senior members from the community, from different parts of the community. We have several groups, several cultural, different cultures that we have. A community from Arab, we have community from India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. I want to make sure we have representation from all these different people so we can communicate with the Shura and make our decision based on the community involvement and their feedback. Inshallah, secondly, I would like to increase the inclusiveness at ICF, making sure that people of all ages and culture, they're involved in the program at ICF. We want to make sure to build the stronger civic and interfaith presence, representing ICF positively across the Frisco, and improving our relationship with the neighbors, and working as a nonprofit organization. The other item that I have, that the goal that I have to work on is the strengthening our current programs. I know we have a lot of programs going on in the Frisco Masjid, like robotics, the Scout program. We have we have Sunday school, we have Muraqabah school, we have several programs. And we want to make sure that all the parents are involved in these programs, and we get their feedback to make sure we get the improvement in these programs. And finally, focusing on financial responsibility and sustainability. I want to review the masjid expenses and explore new ways to make ICF more self-sufficient for future, including possibility of developing our retail area. In the master plan, we know we had the shopping center we supposed to develop
Rehan, we would
on the north side.
Request you to wind
I'm
up.
sorry, I went over. Anyway, I request everybody to participate in the process. Make sure you vote, and vote for me if you can. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah everyone, for all the candidates for coming up and speaking and explaining your vision, and everybody who came and listened. Inshallah, after Isha, we'll have light refreshments outside, and candidates will be here if somebody wants to reach out to them and directly ask any questions to them.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله